Hi, Lamai. I hope you guys can hear me very clearly. And it's about to start very big and very important topic that is called the law of conservation of energy is the heart of this one. But the lesson it includes in a very big lesson called what? Work, energy, and power. Okay. The very big lesson is work, energy, and power. Today it is a very high humid day. So write the big topic work, energy, and power. Okay. Here actually there is no specific definition for energy. We say like ability to do work is energy, something like that. But for the work, we just have a kind of definition. So start to write a subtopic. Work. Work. Write the subtopic work. Now write it as like this. The product of the product of force and displacement. The product of force and displacement. In Newton, this is supposed to be in meters. So if you apply a certain force of F along here until it reaches to some distance of D, so you will find the amount of work being done. So here the work is equals to force into displacement. So this is what you know, right? Since your O level. Your O level. It is going to be W equals to FD. You have learned this thing for a very long time now. Copy this. So, guys, I think you have done this. I have to tell you very important thing, very important, no? So, you might be really brainy, really smart enough, but your mind might play stupid games. So, you have to stop that. So, Sarina, is that you there? Sarina?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. You are in that, what is it called? 1 year program for 1 day, no? So,
Yes,
can
sir.
you remember there was a certain Tamil girl, I can't tell her name, Paune. So, can you remember I said like, mm, are you really sure you are going to do the work without doing those stupid things? Can you remember that?
Yeah, that older girl, neda, sir?
Yeah, the older one. Yes, older one. Because she's supposed to do A level in the last year. I just found her in last 3 months of the exam. She's really bright. You wouldn't believe her IQ level because she can understand, I'm pretty sure, like a whole mechanics lesson within 4 hours. She has a very sharp brain. I have never seen such a sharp brain, sharp writing, fast writing, everything. But she also has something really horrible. That means she, I said like, I hope you don't do stupid things. That's the only thing I said, but I didn't say what is it because she's no longer going to be joining to our classes now. So I can say that the thing is, she's so smart in physics wise, education wise, but she has some kind of stupid thing running in her mind before actually just I told you I just found like 3 months before. 3 months before means she had eloped with the guy 3 months earlier to last year exam, and their parents had to go and find her and just actually brought her back to home and detained in home, and she just participate for those online classes, and I'm pretty sure she got passed the exam, but she has the brain capacity to get an A, like A plus. This time even, like 3 days ago, she also got, you know, the mother called me and said, අනේ සර් බලන්නකො මෙයා මෙහෙම වැඩක් කරානේ. මං කිව්වා, why didn't you just protect her? That's what I asked. Because that's her nature. But ළමයි හොඳ කල්පනාවෙන් ඉන්නවා. ඔයාලත් මාර ස්මාර්ට් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. But your mind might ask something else. ඒ නිසා හරි පරිස්සම් වෙන්න ඕනේ. I'm not telling like you to be like සිල්ලරන් වගේ ඉන්න එක. That is not the thing. Even you have a kind of like an affair, but make it under control. Under control means no, don't let it to control you. Keep it under control if you can. If you guys not having something, that's perfect. If you guys have a thing, you should know how to control that. Never get under the control of that shit. That will ruin your life. But if you have a thing, but if you can control, your life will be in a success. කොච්චර දක්ෂ වුණත් so if she just or face the exam and do that, it is still valid because she might get a really good result. එහෙම ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. How smart you are, it doesn't matter if you do some stupid thing. ඒක නිසා හරි පරිස්සමයි. හරි. Okay. I think you guys copied this. Now the next thing is we can write a very simple stupid example. Stupid one. Let's write a certain stupid one. Now right. A vehicle engine provides 500 Newton force of 500 Newton. Seriously? Very bad. How about Hardik Pandya then? Okay, have a good look at. Just like this. Force, sorry, a motor car engine provide 500 Newton, force of 500 Newton. Find out the amount of energy, amount of work done by the engine to run the car for 1 kilometer. Run the car for 1 kilometer. Very simple. නේ මම ආදන්නම් ආයිත් මොකටද ඔයාලා ගොළුව වෙනසවන්න තරම් දෙකුත් නෑ W equals to F into D. So here F is, as I told you, 500 Newton. Here also 500 Newton. 500 multiplied by 1 by 1000, because kilometer to meter conversion is by 1000. 5 into 10 to the power 5 Newton meter. Okay, now write the unit of work, that is Newton meter. Work is Newton meter. We can just write this one also as joule as well. You can also write 5 into 10 to the power 5 joule. Very big amount of energy being used. 500 kilojoule. Very big amount. 500 kilojoule. Okay. $500 kilojoule. Very simple one. Now I will ask you to do something from your own basic understanding. Shall I rest? Because it is not a long one. Your basic understanding, you just can write here on the ground. When you just keep something like a 100 kg, mass of 100 kg, you are just going to lift it up. Height of 20 meters. Right. I'm going to ask, what is the work you have to do get that? Don't use whatever you learned in grade 10. So use your brain and rethink newly and do it. Work. Try it. Uh-huh. Here, you know the equation for work done is force into displacement. What is the force that you may need to apply? You have to provide the minimum force of weight to exceed. Because considering this box, the weight of the box is always applying downward. So if you provide sufficient work force, it will just be stationary. If you keep applying it, so you can raise it up. The minimum work you do is the work done against gravity. So you have to write like work done against gravity. Work done against gravity. So what is gravity here? Gravity is mg, and here also mg. What is the work? mg times this height. I can take it like d. So that's why I told you, you have an equation in grade 10, W equals to mgh. I told you not to do. Just use your primary knowledge from here. So when you apply, the work done will be 100 into 10 into 20. So 240 joule, or you can write like Newton meter, or can write like 2 into 10 to the power 4 Newton meter. Whatever the answer is valid. Most of the students send me the correct answer so far. That's great. Okay. I hope you can understand this very clearly. Clear? Today the humidity level is very high. Because the humidity level is very high, camera and all the electronic devices don't work really properly. That's why you can see it like really gloomy. Because also the light ray, majority of the light ray count is just going to capture by whatever. This is the most highest humid days in Sri Lanka, mostly like this duration from end of March to end of May. That's the most high humid days. It's very hard to survive even under that such a humidity. Okay. MGD. Could you guys understand that? Solar storm is just going to come, but it is not going to affect that much. But there will be a certain definite solar eclipse. But the eclipse is only appearing for the northern sphere, like even some of parts in Europe won't see that. But in other parts like other parts like Northern America, they will see it. But for us, we are not going to see that. Okay, I'm pretty sure you guys could understand very simple calculation here. So today I'm planning to teach you all of these energy parts. I also try to teach you the law of conservation of energy even. Now write the other subtopic. Oh no, let's check your understanding. Let's check your understanding. Yeah, a box of 20 kilogram, a box of 20 kilogram dragged along a certain rough surface having coefficient of friction that of 0.5 for some 8 meters. Find out the work done against friction. Find out the work done against friction. Try it yourself, please. Okay. Do you find? Let's see. So I told you you have to apply a certain force, but the real force applying is something like in the previous case. The previous case one, we have to provide force against gravity. Here we have to provide the force against friction. So what is friction? Friction we know mu mg. Isn't that right? That's the amount of force. So the work done is F d. So F is this one mu mg times d. Don't ever try to remember these as standard equations. Either if you are trying to remember any unnecessary amount of equations, you will never be successful. Mu is 0.5. Mass is like 20. Mu g is 10. And the distance is 8. Okay. That means this becomes 10. 10, it is 800 joule, or you can write it like 800 nanometer, Newton meter. Okay. Can you understand how did I do? Okay. Correct. Okay. The very next thing. What is the very next thing? That's going to be potential energy. Potential energy. Just right, not just potential energy. Gravitational potential energy. Gravitational, sorry. Before that, we have to write the subtopic energy. I'm sorry. Just write energy. Just write subtopic energy. I forgot to tell you. Energy. Energy. So what is the meaning of energy? I also said at the beginning of the class. What is the meaning of energy? Tell me. Hello. Yeah, you are a good girl. Good girl. That's me. MC is a very good. Right. Write the definition with that hashtag. The ability to do work. The ability to do work is known as work done. Sorry, energy. Ability to do work is known as energy. Now, right, energy may have different types of forms. If energy may have different types of forms. Energy may have different types of forms. Now, right, potential energy, potential energy, potential energy. Under that first point, it is not a topic. Under that first point, it is like this. You write like potential energy. Now the first point is going to be gravitational potential energy, GPE. Next thing is going to be electrostatic potential energy. Next thing is going to be elastic potential energy. I can't write just EPE because this is elastic, other one is electrostatic. Just write this way: potential energy, gravitational potential energy, elastic potential energy, and electrostatic potential energy and elastic potential energy. There are some other forms as well, but for the A-level purpose, we only know these three, nothing else. Okay? Yeah. Right. Right, the next one, kinetic energy. Now, this one has mainly two types. Mainly two types. First one is translational. Translational potential energy. The other type is rotational. Rotational potential energy. Okay. In this lesson, we are only going to learn gravitational potential and elastic potential. We are not going to learn electrostatic potential. That is to be done in electrostatic big lesson called electrostatic. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I made a horrible mistake, Lamai. Yeah, very good observation. It is kinetic energy, translational kinetic energy, rotational kinetic energy. I made a horrible mistake. Very good. Because even though you wouldn't believe, I'm almost like sleepless all this day. Because normally I normally sleep around 2. That's fine. That's normally fine. I can wake up at any time. But yesterday was humidity level was really high. When the humidity goes really high, I don't sleep at all normally. So I slept around 5. Then I just had to wake up at 5:30. Alarm just clicked because I had to go to school. So alarm just clicked, only half an hour. But I think I just became a real vampire. After that, no sleep. So my mind is still not functioning well. You might see some kind of lethargy in my movements even. High energy again because I'm trying to get it, but naturally it's got inhibited. Translational kinetic energy and rotational kinetic. Right here in this lesson, we'll learn translational kinetic energy. We will learn under mechanics for the rotational kinetic energy, but in rotational motion. Okay, don't put crosses and stuff, but I will just put that through you to understand what is the scope, what we are learning here. Right. Kinetic energy. Now, right. Next point, chemical energy, radiation energy, chemical energy, radiation energy, nuclear energy, nuclear energy. Enough. Happy. And thermal energy, thermal energy. Now you know the first thing we are just going to learn, potential energy. Right, a big topic. Potential energy. Energy stored in an object, energy stored in an object due to certain deformation of location is potential energy. Okay, now right, gravitational potential energy due to deformation occur in change of position of a system. It was like this. Now I'm going to keep this one up. It was here. Now I'm just keeping it up. Now what has changed actually? The position. See, from lower to higher because of the change of the position. Deformation of current due to change of position is known as potential energy. Right. Now write the next part. Gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy. No. The previous one under the just energy. Now it is about GP. Under GP, you have to write subtopic GPE. Now write what is gravitational potential energy. Change of position of an object in a gravitational field is known as gravitational potential energy. You will learn the real gravitational potential in gravitational fields. එතකොට මේ definition එක පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් වෙනවා. Force of mg downward, you have to do a work against that and you lift it up to some height of h from the ground under this force of F. Since the gravity of G applying downward, as we just know, W equals to F and D. So here E becomes GPE, gravitational potential energy is equals to mg dot h. GP equals to mg h. Just right. Or just P, EP is also enough. If you are really keen to write with basic concepts, it should be GPE equals to mgh. Copy this. Write this in a new line. This equation is only valid. I will give you another 1 minute for you to copy. I think I gave enough time. Write this in a new line. This equation is only valid for objects move very closer to the Earth's surface. Like only few hundred meters, it will be valid. Like maximum of 200 meters. But we do calculations for 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers even. But really it is valid only for like 200 to 300 meters. Then it will drastically change. GP equals to mgh. Only valid for something so closer to the Earth's surface, since we know the value is nearly equal to 10 newtons per kilogram or 10 ms minus 2. Okay, find this. Like this. A cricketer hit the cricket ball to reach a cricketer hit a cricket ball to reach a maximum height of 60 meter. Maximum height of 60 meter during a cricket match. During a cricket match. During a cricket match. If the cricket ball weighs 150 grams, 150 grams, find out the potential amount of potential energy gained by the cricket ball. Potential energy gained by the cricket ball. at the maximum height. At the maximum height. This is how it is. H max. (150 gram). Gravity is always downward. So how to find it? Just take your time and find it. Only 1 minute enough. If you want to draw it. Well, M is 150 grams, so I have to convert to kilograms by multiplying it by 10 to the power minus 3. And amount of gravity is 10 and multiply by height of 60 meter. 1 0 cancel off, all 3 zeros cancel off, all the zeros are gone. 15 times 6 are. It is 90 joule. So this is how you do. It is a very simple thing. Okay. Okay. I don't think it's really essential for us to do like very simple calculations, but let's do a one simple one. Just a one simple calculation. A boy who weighs 70 kilograms, wearing a backpack of 50 kilograms. 50 kilograms. And he climbs up. A boy weighing 70 kilogram, weighing 70 kilogram, is wearing a backpack of a boy weighing weighing 70 kilogram is wearing a backpack of 50 kilogram, is climbing backpack of 50 kilogram is climbing a staircase, having a height of 40 centimeter. 40 centimeter. per one step, 40 centimeter per one step. Okay, centimeter per one step. Find out the number of steps he has to climb up. Number of steps that he has to climb up. That he has to climb up to gain a potential energy of 24,000 joule. 24,000 joule. හොඳට හිතුවොත් හැදුවේ හැකි. පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක්. හැදුවද? well හරි අනිත් අයටත් තමන් එක විනාඩියක් දෙන්න. හොඳට හිතුවොත් ගේමක් නෑ. හරි දෙන්නම හරි මේ වෙනකම් හරි. Think another way. Think twice. මෙතන dot line දාලා තියෙන තව නැග්ගක් කියන එක. One step is 40 centimeter. So this whole height is what? N times 40. Isn't that? Because one step is 40. This is 40 times 2, 40 times 3. This is the nth one. So 40 times n is the total height. This is what we expect in A-level students to understand. A-level student වලට මෙන්න මේවා තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් කියලා තමයි අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ. Boy is like 70 kg. His backpack is just 50 kg. All together, it will be 120 kg. Now imagine E equals to mgh. Here the height is n times 40 centimeters. Energy, what is the energy I said? 24,000. Mass is 120. G is 10. Height is n times 40 times 10 to the power minus 2. Why it is? Because it is in centimeters. So you have to always convert centimeters to meters. 2 zeros going to cancel off now. I can cancel 1 zero from here. Now let's try to find out the value for n. 24,000 divided by 12 by 4. 12 means it is 2 now. 200 divided by 4. The number of steps is, if you climb up some 50 steps, you are getting the potential energy of 24,000 joule. It is a very simple. ඕක තේරුම් නැත්නම් වහබිලා මැරෙනවා නම් හොඳ. වෙන මොකුත් කරන්න. හරිම ලේසි ගාන. මේක තේරෙන්නේ නැති කවුටි හරි ඉන්නවද කවුරු හරි? වෙනද හැමදාම නාහෙන් අඩන එකත් අද ගාන හදලා දැම්මා. තේරෙන්නේ නැති කවුරු හරි ඉන්නවද? Is there anybody who can't understand this? කියනවා ඒක අමාරුයිද කියන්නකො ළමයි. ඒක ලේසියිද අමාරුයිද? Is that an easy one or hard one? කවුද ඉන්නේ කියලා කට්ටිය කතා කරන්නේ නැති කට්ටිය ඉන්නේ ඔක්කොද මේ? Easy. Very easy man. Damn easy. Hari. Let me erase. Am I supposed to erase it or keep it? Okay, I will give you another different one. පොඩ්ඩක් හිතන්න දෙයක් දෙමුකෝ. Another boy with same mass carrying same type of backpack had to carry small what? ගැලපෙන වචනයක් සෙල්ලත් වෙන. හරි. small balls කියලා දාමුකෝ දැන්ට. හරි. small balls each weighing rabbit balls each weighing 400 grams. දැන් බලන්න ඇති small ද කියලා. ඕ small තමයි. balls each weighing 400 grams. To the same height he had to spend potential energy of 30,000 joule. 30,000 joule. Find out how many balls did he carry. How many balls did he carry? හොඳට හිතලා බලලා හදන්න. බෝල කීයක් මේ මිනිස්සු උස්සගෙන යන්න ඇද්ද කියලා. How many balls did he carry? It is 10 times 40, we know. Now we have information here, additional information. Did you find the answer? How many balls did he carry? කියන්න බෑ. One just got the answers. Others, what is the answer? Don't scold me, I got one. Why would I scold you if you try something? At least you tried. So why would I scold you? මරු ළමයි ඉන්නේ. තව තප්පර 10ක් විතර දෙන්නද ආන්සර්ස් ටික දාන්න හදන්න නෙමෙයි ආන්සර්ස් ගත්තනම් දාන්න. We have extra information now. It is to the same height. Now we know it is 50 here. Now what is height? 40 times 10 to the power minus 2 times height of number of cup is 50. So 4 times 5 is 20. It is some 20 meters. මාළපූසක් නෙමෙයි තට්ටු දෙයක් විතර නැගලා තියෙන්නේ. It is 20 meters. හරි. තට්ටු හතරක් තුනක් විතර නැගලා. 20 meters. I told you the previous boy. The previous boy was only carrying his backpack and his own weight. It is only 120. So he spent what? 24,000 joule. Now this boy, the new boy, is carrying the backpack as well as certain amount of mass with him, balls in hand. And his weight is, amount is 30,000 joule. හොඳට හිතුවොත් ඔක හදන එක මාර ලේසි. If you think wise. If you think the difference of energy, 24,000 he has to spend to lift himself and the backpack. Can you understand? So there is a difference. That difference is to carry what? Balls. Understand? Do you understand or not? අර වැඩිපුර ගිය 6000 තමයි බෝල ටිකට ගිහිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. එහෙම හිතන්න අමාරුයිද? ඔය චූටි මොලේට තේරෙන්නේ නැද්ද එහෙම? 6000 equals to mgh. වැඩිපුර අර ගිය බෝල ටිකට තමයි අර 6000 ගියේ. So we have to find out energy difference. මට නම් පට්ට ආතල් සෙට් වෙන්නේ එනර්ජි කරාට පස්සේ. සමහරව හිතනවා අම්මෝ ෆිසික්ස් තවත් අමාරු වෙනවා මෝ හිතන්න කොටයි. එහෙම හිතුවොත් කෙල වෙනවා. වගකීමෙන් කියන්නේ. If you really want to learn, you have to accept these things like, wow. In the previous lesson, I hadn't had such a cool things. Wow, this is so cool. That's how I think. Then my brain gets stimulated and ready for the next mission. Wow, wow, I'm getting a new calculation. Wow, wow. That's how I think. So I never get fed up. අපි ළමයි කරන්නේ. තව හිතන්න ඕනේ අබ්බා. කරන්න බෑ. It is all in your mind, the stupid mind. Even though you don't know how powerful your brain is, normally we consume like 20 watt to power our brain. What විස්සක බල්බ් එකක ගන්න power එක තමයි මේ ලොකු brain එකට ගන්න. But imagine if you have to create certain computer which is able to functioning as same as of a human brain, the amount you have to do, you will have to do amount of work. Negative answer. Negative answer එකක් ආවද මගේ අම්මෝ. හරි. කියන්නේ යාගේ මස් කෑල්ලක් කපනවා මෙවට දානවා. එහෙමද? අම්මෝ. ඩෙසිමල් ආවොත් කරන්න වැඩකුත් මං කියන්නම්. හරි. මොකද්ද මං අන්තිමට කී කියලා මතක නැති කරන්නේ? මොකද්ද ළමයි මං අන්තිමට කී එක මතක වුණා. What did I say? I was telling them. Power of a brain is computer. You will have to power that computer using a nuclear power plant. Entire nuclear power plant to power up that computer if it is made with modern technology. දැන් brain එක කොච්චර powerfulද කියලා හිතන්නකෝ. ඕක යාලා පාවිච්චි කරපු නැති ඒරියා හෙනට තියෙන ටච් කරලවත් නැහැ. ඇයි බං ඒව ටච් කරන්නේ නැත්තේ? හැබැයි ඒවට කමාන්ඩ්ස් දෙද්දි මෙහෙම ඇදුනොත් ගන්න නැහැ. හරි මහන්සි අප්පා අද වර්ක්ෂීට් එකක් ඇවිල්ලා එපා වෙනවා. Then the brain will not open up because you send it as the toxic information. Oh, it is a toxic. Don't get it. Block it. That's how the brain says. Doesn't even enter into your memory cells because it's forbidden. But when you welcome it, wow, I couldn't do it, man. Wow, such a simple thing. No, oh my God, why I couldn't think? That's how I was thinking. If I couldn't understand that, oh, silly me. Such an easy thing, man. But I have seen nowadays, guys, even in my generation, the guys who are thinking, my friends, මට ඒක තේරුන්නේ නැහැ අප්පා. හරි අමාරුයි. අපි වුණත් එහෙම තමයි හිතුවේ. ඔය මොකෙද්ද බං තෝ ළඟ ඉන්න උන්ට මොකෙද්ද? හරි කරුමනේ මේවා. Always try to think whenever you get challenged. I think, oh shit, cool, man, my brain. Then in the next time, my brain activates. So energy difference. What is the difference? 30,000 minus 24,000. It is going to be some 6,000 joule. Equals to m times n times g times h. Not only one, n. So n is equals to E over mgh. 6,000 divided by 400 times 10 times 20. මෙතන තව ජූලි වරදක් වුණා. 10 to the power minus 3 it is grams. උඹල එකයි කොහොමද මෙච්චර ලොකු උත්තරයක් ආවේ කියලා. හරි. 600 මේක දාමුකෝ මෙහෙම. 300 over 4. Answer is 75 balls. Opesani Tavisa. දාන්න high five එකක්. කොහොමද දාන්න? කට්ටියම පේන ලොකු high five එකක් දාන්න කොමන්ට් එකේ. කොහොමද ළමයා නැද්ද? Opesani? Opesani? Give me a high five. කොහොම උස්සන් ගියක්ද දන්නේ නැහැ. මම කොහොම හරි බෝල 75ක් උස්සගෙන ගිහිල්ලා. ඩෙසිමල් වෙනවලු. අරවා එනවලු, මේවා එනවලු. බොරු කියනවා ඕගා. very bad ළමයි. දැන් පැහැදිලිද? normally Opesani is in the next level. පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් level එකක ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් ඔයාලත් ඒ level එකට යන්න බෑ. ඒව පහු කරලා යන්න බෑ. So your motive should be when you see Opesani, අනේ අපිට වැඩ කරනවා අප්පා. එහෙම නෙමෙයි ගන්න. Opesani in the next month I'll be you. Just give me 1 month. Just give me 1 month. That's how you should be motivated yourself. Opesani in the next month I'll be the better. but එකෙක්වත් එක ගන්නෙ නෑ. අර දිහා බලලා බය වෙයි. එහෙම කරන්න එපා. ගන්න යන්න. හැමෝම. එහෙම ගන්න ඕනේ පුරුෂ ශක්තිය ගන්න ඕනේ ගෑන ළමයි. Opesani. Opesani, can you turn on microphone?
Yes, sir.
You told me and you promised me that you are just going to demonstrate that law of conservation of momentum thingy. Are you
Yeah,
going to do
sir.
that today?
If you give me time, I can.
Huh?
If you give me a time, sir.
අර ඇහුන්නේ නැහැ.
If you give me a time, I can today also.
How many minutes do you need?
5-6 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Once you get ready, let me know. Students,
Okay.
can you understand how simple that one it is? Is that really hard? හිතන විදියයි අලුත් කරගන්න ඕනි. මම ඒකයි අද දවසේ එනකන් ටියුට් එකක් හංගගෙන තියාගත්තේ. There are many more calculations in that one too. Say this is my one. In the next, I am going to have a certain exam sooner. කවදා වගේද තව සතියකින් දෙකකින් වගේ තියමුද ටර්ම් ටෙස්ට් එකක්. ඔයාලා රෙඩිද? ටෙස්ට් එකක් තියන්න. ටෙස්ට් එකක්. Are you ready for a test? එපාද? ඔපේසානි ආවද? හරි. ඕමින්න. I will just do one thing. Stay. Now හැමෝම ඔය ඔපේසනීවත් තේන විදියට හදාගන්න ලැප් එකේ. ඔයාලා ඔය පැත්තෙන් ආවයි දෙන්නම පින් කරගත්තා නම් හරි. You can do something called pin, or just click on her one. So I am also going to click her one. Now try to explain. Now it is your turn to explain. You are the teacher now. Do it. Hello.
So, friends,
Opesani.
according to the law of conservation of momentum, in this gadget, the momentum we are applying is conserved. So, as get an example, when I drag a one ball and I release it, you can see that you can see it clearly that only one ball is moving for the other side. I will show it again. In here again, I am dragging two balls together.
Right, Opesani. I'm also going to explain the same thing. Now here you can see now it is only one ball I release. You can see that only one ball leaves because why? It is moving only one ball with the velocity of v. So the product of momentum will be m into v. Okay, m into v. So the product is mv. So the only amount will gain by the whole system is mv. So the system transfer that momentum to the very last one. It is only having capable of moving one ball. That is why only one ball leaves. But when you just move two balls together, the momentum collectively becomes 2mv. It has the power to move two balls at a time. So I can do a very beautiful thing, but I have to have a kind of like table here. So you are keeping it on a table, Opesani. Just move two balls at twice at the same time to opposite directions. Yeah, opposite directions. Yeah. No. Only hold one ball. Okay. Yeah. Now release both at the same time. You will see very interest. Now release same time. Yeah. Release both at the same time. Why it is? It is something like collision. Due to collision, the both objects collide back again. Like it is like hitting this one and both moving apart. There are many demonstrations that we can use this one to show. Okay. Now, thank you very much, Opesani. Would you like to show your face to your friends? Rajay. Opesani. ඔයාගේ මූණ පෙන්වන්න ලැජ්ජයිද?
Yes, sir, I can.
ඔය මන් දන්නවා එලා ගෙල්ලෙක් මොකද ස්කූල් එකේ එහෙම ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් කෙනෙක් එහෙම කියලා ආරංචිනේ. So why don't you show your face and say hi to students, your friends? මෙන්න මෙයා තමයි ඔබේසනී කියන්නේ. පොඩි ළමෙක් නෙන යූටි. She looks very small in size. Okay, say hi to her, guys.
Hi friends.
මුං hi කියන්නේ මුං hi කියන්නේ බයන්න එපා. හරි හරි. turn off turn off. කට්ටියම introverts ලානේ. Okay, ළමයි. That's what it is. No, now, are you guys ready for having a test? If you would like to, we can have a test very soon. Wala, ready the test එකක් තියන්න. Are you guys ready to have a test? තව සති දෙකකින් වගේ තියෙනවට කැමතිද? Better if we can have one before school term test starts. මම නම් කැමතියි තියන්න. ඉන්නවනේ මෙතන උද්ඝෝෂණය කරන උන් සෙට් එකක්. තියන්න එපා please don't have it. කිය. කට්ටිය කියන්නේ මොකද කියන්නේ ටෙස්ට් එකක් තියමුද? හැමෝම කියන්න. Have a test or no? No නම් දැම්මම කියන්න. If I get no count, I wouldn't have. If I get more yes count, I would have. පුදුමයි හැමදාම උද්ඝෝෂණය කරන එකක් කියනවා කරන්න. හරි. This time for biology students, the winning prize is going to be very important thing, but not 100% real. But it's going to be a stethoscope, not very branded, a normal one, very normal one that I can afford for your term test only. But if any of you guys qualified to medical college, අනිවාර්යෙන්ම හොඳ branded එකක් අරන් දෙනවා. හැබැයි මාත් එක්ක මුලින් ඉඳන් හිටපුන් වෙන්න ඕනේ මැදින් සෙට් වෙලා එහෙම නෙමෙයි. මුලින් ඉඳන් හිටපු ළමෙක් අපේ ටීචින් ෆස්ට් එකෙන් ගියොත් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම ඔයාලගේ ස්ටෙතස්කෝප් එක මම තමයි මේවා කරන්නේ. branded. But here it is not a branded one, normal one, stethoscope, but it is only for why you to motivate. Whenever you do work, නිකන් කඩේ තියෙන සෙල්ලම් ඒවා නෙමෙයි. දෙකක්, but not branded. So you always get motivated. Sometimes you can put it around your neck, and if you are a math student who get first prize, you won't get the stethoscope, it's useless now. You will get a scientific calculator. හරි. එහෙම නැත්නම් මේක scientific එකක් දැන්නමත් තියෙනවා නම් මේ වලින් සෙට් එකකුත් මයි ගාව තියෙනවා. I bought like 4 stethoscopes and මේකෙත් තව 3ක් විතර තියෙනවා. ඔයාලා කැමති එක කියන්න. බයෝ කරන කට්ටිය නම් ස්ටෙප් එකම ඉල්ලයි. scientific කැල් එකක් දැන්න තියෙන කෙනෙක් නම් ඔයාලට මේක ඉල්ලන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම නැත්නම් තව පොඩි ගැජට් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම කියන දේවල් මම දෙනවා. මට එක දෙයයි කරගන්න බැරි වුණේ මොකක්ද දන්නවද? අර ඔයාලා හැමෝටම ස්පෙරෝමීටර් එක දෙන වැඩේ කරන්න බැරි. 10ක් විතර තමයි මිනිස්සයා හදලා තිබුණේ හරියට. ඒ 10 දෙන 10 දෙනෙක්ට දෙන්න බෑනේ. මම ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එක ඉල්ලාස් කර ගැනීමක් කරා. මට හිතෙනවා ওই 10වත් ලකුණු ගන්න සෙට් එකකට දීලා දාන්න මොකක් හරි කරන්න. ඉතින් ඒක නිකන් හරියන්නේ මම හැමෝටම කොමන්ලි දෙන්නම් කියපු එකක්. මොකද ලංකාවේ මිනිහෙක්ගෙන් වැඩක් ගන්නවා නම් එතන වාඩි වෙලා ඉඳලා වැඩේ ගන්න ඕනේ දවසක් අයින් කරලා. නැත්තම් උන් අමුතු විදි වලට ඒක හදන්න. මට හදන්න වෙලාවකුත් නැහැ. හරි. ඒ විතර වඩා මට ලේසි මේ වගේ බයි කරලා දෙන දේවල් දෙන එක. හරි. ඉතින් බයෝ කරන ළමයි උපරිම try එකක් දෙන්න ඕනේ. හරි. ඕක තමයි ඔයාලගේ ඊළඟ gift range එක. හරි. Now write elastic potential energy. Elastic potential energy. F equal to 0 against this one. You don't want to have this one. Now you have extended it by F equals to Kx. Now the force is F equals to Kx. Because of the extension, you learned this thing in previous lesson. In the first lesson, you learned that F is equals to Kx. Kx. Right. Now you know one thing. Since work done with energy equals to force into distance. But there is a mean force. Why? There is a mean force. Why at the beginning it was 0. At here it might be F dash. At here it double dash. Like that, F0 to F dash to F double dash to F equals to Kx, it will retain. Why? When for spring, when you extend more, okay, this is much better. So you can see once the spring is extending more and more, you can read more. Your reading get higher and higher as it getting extended. At the beginning, it is 0. I extend, then register value. Again, keep increasing, keep increasing, keep increasing. The final most value is 250. It doesn't gain 250 at once. It is gaining 250 from 0. It is raising it from 0 to 0 to Kx. So you know how to do it now. Tell me how to do it. You know how to get the resultant mean velocity. This scenario is the same. Mean force is going to be 0 plus Kx over 2. So the final equation will be elastic is half K x square. Harima lazy. Harima lazy. මතක තියාගන්න ස්ප්‍රින්ග් ගැන වැඩිපුර ඉගෙන ගන්න තියෙන්නේ මෙතන නෙමෙයි සිම්පල් හාමොනික් මෝෂන් වල. සරිනා ඔයා හිටියා නේද සිම්පල් හාමොනික් මෝෂන් කරද්දි? You were there in while we were doing simple harmonic motion in 24 class.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
no? Tell me how was it? Simple harmonic motion, was that hard or easy?
Easy නේද?
Easy. එයාට easy ලු. හැබැයි ගොඩක් කට්ටිය බය වෙච්ච lesson එක. මොකද ස්ප්‍රින්ග් කතන්දරේ එලෝ දෂ්ට කරනවා මේවා මතක තියාගෙන ඉන්න එක හොඳයි. මේකම ආපහු එතනදී කියලා දෙන්න. හරි. Okay. Now write certain simple calculation here. A spring register force of 20 Newton when it get extended by 20 Newton when it get extended by 2 centimeter. 2 centimeter. A spring register force of 20 Newton when it get extended by an extension of 2 centimeter. Number 1, find out the spring constant of the spring constant of the spring. Number 2, find out the elastic potential energy stored in the spring when extended by 5 centimeters. දැන් මම මේ වගේ ගණන් දීලා ළමයි imagine if I draw this thing, if I do all the other steps and solve it, you will understand everything perfectly, but nothing in your head after few weeks. That's what happened in many classes. ඔක තමයි වෙන්නේ. යාළුවට ඉතින් අර අමාරුවක් දැනෙන්නේ නැහනේ. ආනේ ඔක්කොම තේරෙනවා ක්ලාස් එක ඉවර වෙද්දී හැමදේම ඔළුවට ගිහිලා කියලා හිතාගෙන යනවා. මම නම් ඒ වගේ පොඩ කරන්නේ. ඔයාලට try එකක් දාන්න දෙනවා. ඒකම ඔයාලට තේරෙන්නේ මේක සෙට්ද නැද්ද කියලා. Done? කරාද? මගෙන් වගේ ගොම් ප්‍රශ්න නම් අහන්න එපා. ඔළුවට ටිකක් හයියෙන් රිදෙන්න පාරක් ගහන්න හිතනවා ඇවිල්ලා. සෙන්ටිමීටර්ස් මීටර්ස් වලට කන්වර්ට් කරන්න ඕනේද? අනේ ගොන් ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න එපා දරුවෝ. keep doing. හරි. I will start to do. For the first one, F is equals to Kx. That's the equation that you have to supply here. It's like 20 Newton over some 2 into 10 to the power minus 2 centimeters. Meters, sorry, it's like 10 here now. When this goes up, it is 1000 newtons per meter, isn't that? 20 Newton per 2 centimeters. So 20 divided by 2 is 10. Minus 2 goes up. It is 1000 Newton meter, not 100 Newton meter. Why did you put 100 Newton meter? Centimeters 100ක් තියෙනවනේ මීටරයට 10ක් නෙමෙයි. තේරුණා නැද්ද? It has some 100 centimeters in 1 meter. හරි නේද? So I'm sure unit constant, yes, Newton. No. Per meter, sorry, newtons per meter. Meter goes up, newtons per meter. Good observation. Newtons per meter. Now here the energy thingy is very easy. E equals to half kx to the power 2. It's going to be half into 1000 into x to the power 2 is 5 by 10 to the power minus 2 by 5 by 10 to the power minus 2, because the square. 500, 5 is going to be 125 10 to the power minus 2. 1.25 joule. Is that your answer you got? Is that the answer you got? Yes or no? මේ දේවල් අමාරුයිද ළමයි? මේ දේවල් මාර්ග ලේසි. හැබැයි ඔක අමාරු කරගන්න පුළුවන් ඔය අමතක කරගන්න. So can you remember that story I said? Even I said this thing in yesterday and to you in your class. So better to copy this thing first. Can you remember that? That archer was asked to hit the target of what? Eye of the parrot. Can you remember? That Prince Arjun, he shot the eye exactly once the Brahman Ron asked him to do that. Because why? He's the only one, only saw the eye of the parrot, nothing else. So stay in focus. Focus again, already කරගෙන යන්න. But if your focus drift apart, ready out. Alright? So we can have an interval of 10 minutes if you want. විනාඩි 10ක විතර පොඩි ඉන්ටර්වල් එකක් අරගෙන එනවද? ඔහොම කන්ටිනියු කරනවද? ටග්ගල ඉන්ටර්වල් එකක් ගමුද? Interval. Okay, join back around this time. Only 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes. I repeat. Okay.